The story of this movie begins in the 16th century when people used to travel by sea. A pirate hid his precious treasure on an island. Before his death, the pirate divided the map to the island into 3 parts and gave them to his sons. The 3 brothers kept attacking each other's ships to get the map. One day, with the intention of taking the map, the youngest brother, Dog Brown, attacks his elder brother Harry's ship. Dog Brown asks Harry about the map, but Harry refuses to give it to him. To save himself, Harry jumps into the sea. At that moment, Harry's daughter, Morgan, arrives to save him. She pulls him out of the sea and brings him onto her boat, but one of Dog Brown's men shoots Harry. Morgan hides Harry in a cave to protect him from Dog Brown, but Harry dies from blood loss. Before dying, Harry gives Morgan the map that he had tattooed on his head. In the next scene, we meet the movie's hero, Shawn, who is a professional thief. To steal, he infiltrates a royal party. He steals a woman's necklace and tries to escape, but the English police catch him and imprison him with the slaves. In the next scene, Morgan is shown on a ship where Patrick has led a rebellion. He declares himself the new captain of the ship because they haven't had a good loot in many months. Morgan opposes Patrick and tells him about the treasure and the island where the priceless treasure is hidden. All the people, eager for the treasure, join her. The map is in Latin, so Morgan goes to the Jamaican port to buy slaves with John Reed. John Reed goes to the market to buy books, and Morgan goes to the prison to see the slaves, where she finds Shawn. By chance, Morgan sees him and asks him about the Latin language. Shawn knows Latin, so he impresses Morgan. Morgan bids the highest to buy Shawn, but just then, the police arrive and recognize her. Morgan is a pirate, and the government has put up posters of her. They both escape with the police carriage, causing chaos in the market as they flee. Morgan forgets to bring John Reed, and the police catch him. John Reed informs the police about the treasure and becomes their informant. Morgan asks Shawn to read the map, and Shawn finds half the location of the island in the map. Morgan goes to her uncle's place to retrieve the second part of the map. Dog Brown also arrives there to get the map. He attacks Morgan and captures her using an iron chain. Shawn cleverly spreads gunpowder and ignites it, causing an explosion, which allows Morgan to free herself. Dog Brown kills his brother, but before dying, he hands over the second part of the map to Morgan. One of Dog Brown's men shoots Morgan, but they manage to escape. Morgan combines both parts of the map on the ship and discovers the location of the island. Due to the gunshot wound, she falls unconscious. Shawn helps remove the bullet and bandages her wound. Morgan then sees the island, but they get caught in a huge storm. John Reed sends a message with the island's location written on a pigeon to the police. The storm creates giant waves, and their ship struggles to survive the storm. As a result, Morgan and her crew board a smaller boat to continue. Shawn also jumps into the water to join them. The storm and high waves capsize their boat. 2 of their crew members die, but they manage to survive by clinging to the boat. After the storm passes, Morgan and her team reach the island's vicinity. Dog Brown also follows them and captures Morgan's ship. He gives the 3rd map to his men and sends them to find the treasure. In fact, the first 2 maps led to the island's location, and the 3rd map showed the treasure's location. Shawn cleverly steals the 3rd map from Dog Brown. However, while trying to escape from Dog Brown's men, he gets stuck in the swamp. Morgan arrives and saves him. After combining all 3 maps, they discover the true location of the treasure, which is hidden in a cave beneath the island. Shawn and Morgan descend into the cave using ropes, and inside, they find the priceless treasure. Overjoyed, they celebrate their discovery. Morgan and Shawn go to inform their companions about the treasure, but Dog Brown arrives there. He throws Morgan and Shawn off the cliff, and they fall into the sea. Shawn meets John Reed on the shore, who deceitfully takes him to Dog Brown, where the English police have also arrived. Dog Brown and the police team up, and Shawn is taken captive by the police. On the other hand, Morgan survives and manages to escape. However, Dog Brown and the police steal the treasure and load it onto their ship. Morgan sneaks onto her ship and rescues her companions. They throw Dog Brown's men into the water and steer their ship towards the treasure-laden ship that the English police are transporting. Dog Brown realizes that Morgan is coming to attack them, so he plans to hang Shawn. However, Morgan shoots and saves Shawn. After that, both ships engage in a cannon battle. Morgan severely damages Dog Brown's ship, but she cannot destroy it completely. So, she boards their ship. She sets fire to the gunpowder stored below, causing a massive explosion. The ship develops a large hole and begins to sink. Shawn frees himself and makes his way to the part of the ship where the treasure is stored. Due to the explosion, the treasure gets trapped beneath debris, and he starts to drown in the rising water. Morgan promises to save Shawn and goes to fight Dog Brown. Brown is an expert in sword fighting, and he defeats Morgan. He throws her from the upper part of the ship. Morgan falls near the cannons. Just then, Brown follows her down and cleverly positions her in front of the cannon. Morgan fires the cannon, blowing Brown into pieces. After this, she rushes to save Shawn and ties a wooden box to the treasure with a rope. When the ship starts sinking, they use the box to retrieve the treasure. Morgan shares the treasure with her companions. In the movie's ending, Morgan and her companions are shown dancing on the ship. If you feel like you also got a small part of the treasure after watching this video, please subscribe to our channel. If you have any suggestions or complaints, please do comment below. We look forward to your comments. Until then, goodbye, and see you in the next video.